Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is 11:47 here in the state of North Carolina. Hello, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Yes, I'm a little bit early. I had to pop on a few minutes early because I have a noon challenge group that I'm joining. So I just wanted to make sure that I had my time with you today. So if you're just popping in, type in the comments where you're from, where are you listening from? And it's hump day. So hopefully everyone is having a great day so far. So you just type in the chats where you're from. So as I said, I'm from North Carolina. For those who do not know me, I am Linda Jordan, and my business is LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions. So today, I just wanted to pop on for a few moments to make sure that I connected with all of you. But today I really wanted to spend a little time with you on limiting beliefs or self-limiting beliefs. Um, and so one of the things that popped in my head was, fear. And um, for most of you that know, I'm a real estate investor. And that's one of the things that I do is that I help individuals jump ship from corporate into being your own boss. You may be working that 9 to 5 and you're in that rat race and you're just like, it's not working for me. Yes, it pays the bills, but if you're not happy, if you're not content, if you're not in love with your job, then you know, there's no fulfillment in that for you. And so what I do is I help people find their passion, get your passion back so that you too can be your own boss. Yes, I was in corporate America for 28 years, so I know and I understand what it is like to be working a 9 to 5. I know what it's like when you go on vacation and you don't have time to really enjoy vacation because you're carrying a cell phone. I know what it's like when you get those calls or emails in the middle of the night that says, "Hey, you need to have something done by tomorrow morning." I know what it's like. I can relate to that, and so my goal is to help individuals find their passion, get their groove back, and start life for you, make money for you, not for the corporation that you work for. And so today, I wanted to focus on self-limiting beliefs. As a real estate investor, particularly in rental properties, there are different challenges that I face. There are different challenges that you may face in whatever business that you're in, whether it's working for yourself as an entrepreneur or whether it is working your 9 to 5. So, what is a limiting belief? Well, a limiting belief is those voices or comments that you hear, such as, I'm not good enough. I'm not skinny enough. That's one of the things that I struggled with. I wanted to be, that have that hourglass shape, but that wasn't in the cards for me. But there are other things that you may be going through. You may think that someone is better than you. You don't have enough education. You're not tall enough. You don't think that you have enough knowledge to get that promotion, or you don't think you have enough skill set to start your own business. And that's because you have the naysayers that may be telling you that, if you do something, it won't be successful. So get rid of all of that baggage, that negativity. It's all about having a good mindset. It's all about making sure and understanding that you are as good as anyone else. You can be the best owner, the best entrepreneur as anyone else. We all start the same to a certain degree. Now, yes, there are some people that are born into money, and there's others like myself and maybe you who are not. And so we have to work hard to be successful in life. So we sometimes will set ourselves up for failure ourselves without even knowing it, because we're going into a situation thinking that, well, I'm not going to be successful. That's not going to work for me because, number one, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough knowledge, or I don't have enough skill. I don't know enough people. I don't have the right technology because, of course, now with COVID, everything's being done. A lot of things are being done virtually. All those things may be coming up in your mind and you're saying, there's no way I can be successful as, that person over there. But you can. You have to believe in yourself that you can do it. I mean, for me, it was hard to, jump from corporate to my comfy job and getting a paycheck every week and to being a business owner. It was hard. Um, but as I tell everyone, I am so blessed, and I was blessed that, unfortunately, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. But that was the key message for me from God above to say, hey, Linda, you've spent so much time at this company. You've made so many people rich. I mean, when I think about it, I was doing so much for others, but not enough for myself. I wasn't taking care of my health. And I started to blame myself, thinking, what could I have done differently so that I wouldn't have gotten breast cancer? But I very quickly realized that it was a blessing because I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a little bit overweight because I always wanted to be skinnier. But had I continued to work, I believe that something worse could have happened to me. So yes, for me, breast cancer was a true blessing. It allowed me to take a step back and look at my life to see what are some things that I can do differently. I always tell people, what I want to do when I grow up. Well, that gave me time to really think about it. And for me, it was pursuing and continuing to pursue my love for real estate investing. And so, yes, I own rental properties and I absolutely love it. And my goal is to share that with all of you who want to do the same thing. I call it mailbox money. You purchase a property and you find someone who is looking to rent that particular property. Of course, everybody won't want to rent your property, but you will find the right person when you put up your sign for rent. And so I call that mailbox money because that person is making your mortgage payments, basically. And you want to make sure that when you do your calculations that you do get some residual income out of that. We all need to factor in our, taxes and insurance and things of that nature. And I'll go into more detail with that on Friday if you join me on my Passion Plus Purpose equals profits on Friday afternoon. But yeah, getting back to the mindset and the self-limiting beliefs, that can truly, truly break you down and you don't want to do anything. And so we need to do daily affirmations to ourselves so that we can start to really believe in ourselves. Don't have that self-doubt. Don't allow those self-limiting beliefs to take your joy away. Whatever it is that you may need to do to allow you to believe in yourself is something that you need to do. So for me, one of the things I do is my mom always read what's called the Daily Bread, and it's Bible verses. So I read that every morning, and it just boosts me up. It gets me going. After that, I have time to watch the news with my husband for a few moments before he goes off to work, but it gives us bonding time, and I get to see what the current events are going on. So for you, it may be something different. It may be going to take a walk in the park or walk your dog, whatever the case may be. Or it may be standing in the mirror to say, I am going to be successful today. If that works for you, then that's beautiful. Whatever it is, but you need to tell yourself something every day, positive affirmations, so that you will be successful, so that you too will know that I can do this. It's not hard. We sometimes make things harder for ourselves, and that's because of fear. And when fear sets in, we have all the different reasons as to why we shouldn't do something. But we really should. We should take the time to pat ourselves on the back. And we don't do that enough. And I know I don't do that enough for myself. But you as an individual need to pat yourself on the back and say, yes, I can do this. If Joe Schmo around the corner can start up a business and be successful, I can do it as well. One of the things I want you to remember is don't compare yourself to Joe Schmo. And I say that because when we start comparing ourselves to other people, then we're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not successful. I'm a failure. Well, you don't know what happened with Joe Schmo. he or she may have been in business for 5 years, and that's why they're booming. If you're just starting, don't compare yourself to other people. Only focus on what you can do. Focus on what's in your control. Focus on what's in your control. When we compare ourselves to others, we get caught up in the minutia and we start doubting ourselves. We start telling ourselves that we are not good enough. But you are. We are all good enough. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what you choose to do with those 24 hours. I'll say it again. It's what you choose to do with the 24 hours you have in the day. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that starts a business will be successful, but you can be successful, just not immediately. It takes time to grow, and it takes time to develop clients. Just because you build it doesn't mean they will come. So think about that. Just because you build it doesn't mean that they will come. If you are authentic, you know what you want to do, you believe in yourself, you take pride in what you do, you communicate and share with others, as well as giving back to the community, then you will be successful. But don't let self-limiting beliefs that others have put upon you impact your success. I'll say that again. Don't let self-limiting beliefs that others have put on you impact your success. Because you can do it. You are a fabulous, great person who knows just as much as anyone. And if I can start my own business, I know that you can too. It's all about connecting with others, making those great connections, learning the certain nuances that, maybe you can't read in a book. Sharing those experiences, or not sharing, but getting those experiences from others by them sharing with you will help you along the way. I've had to connect with so many different people in my life so that I can learn all about, being a manager of rental properties. I didn't learn it overnight. Yes, I had lots of failures, and trust me, lots of failures, but I've had lots of successes along the way. I mean, even this morning, I got 2 notifications. I had someone who just left the rental property, and then one that I had to unfortunately evict. But at the same time, I got a phone call, when I heard about one of my rental properties that's vacant. It was a person calling me to say, hey, I want to rent that. Now, I don't live in that particular city, but people know who I am and they know what I represent. And so, yes, they want it from me. And so that makes me feel good, because in the beginning, I wasn't sure. I had self-limiting beliefs. I wasn't sure if people would want to rent from me. But I went into the business saying, I'm going to fix my rental properties up the way as if I would want to live in them, because you never know, one day you may have to. And by doing that, I have a list of people that will just call me on occasion to say, hey, Miss Jordan, what do you have available for rent? I'm looking for a place. Do you have something in this city? And to me, that makes me feel really good, because that means I've done something correctly. That means I believed in myself enough that I could do it. I believed in myself enough to know that those self-limiting beliefs that I had before, they're long gone. Now, not to say that I don't have new ones that creep in over time. I do have some new ones that creep in, but the ones that I had in the beginning about starting a business, about taking that huge step, I have overcome them. And you too can overcome them. It takes time. It takes work on your part. And it takes you, number one, and most importantly, believing in yourself. Have faith in yourself to know that you can be your own boss. You too can make your own schedules. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to want to do it, and you have to be willing to put in the work so that you can be successful. Because being an entrepreneur is, it's great, but it's also a lonely business at some times, because you're the person doing everything. But you can do it. Surround yourself with positive people. Eliminate those self-limiting beliefs. And, whatever faith that you believe in, be strong in your faith. And that's one of the things that I do. I am really strong in my faith. I have to have prayer with myself, and that works for me. That's one of the other things I do from an affirmation perspective is I have to have prayer with myself to say, hey, Linda, you can do this. I pray, and then I don't worry about the rest because I know God will take care of it. So hopefully my few nuggets this morning have been helpful for you. If you want to know more, or if something has resonated with you from what I've shared and you want to have a conversation about it, definitely connect with me. Put your name in the comments and I'll get back with you. I'll also put my website in the link so that you can get a free 30-minute consultation. And I can share with you some thoughts, some ideas, as well as the journey that I have taken and some of the struggles that I went through, because I want you to be successful. And that's what it's all about. When we can do something and share with other people, then the world is a beautiful thing. So thank you so much for spending time with me this morning, and have a wonderful, safe, and prosperous rest of the week. And you too can be your own boss. Take care until next week. Bye-bye.